This is the game changer Bixby, a pitch shifting pedal with a twist. Or more accurately said, it's a twist with a pitch shifting pedal. Let's take this fascinating piece of gear for a ride. Hi everyone, welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries and today I'm accompanied by my buddy Kai Lemke on bass. As a bass gear reviewer, the thing that gets me most excited is whenever two companies that have nothing to do with each other start a collaboration. Today's pedal is such a collaboration and it's the most unlikely one I can imagine. It's between Game Changer Audio, the pedal company, and Bixby, you know, from the Bixby tremolos on surf and rockabilly guitars. I sent this pedal to Kai before we recorded these sounds to make sure he has enough time to get used to this rather unique effect. So I want to say up front, the Bixby pedal is so out there, so different, so unique that it definitely requires a bit of time to get used to it. There's a bit of a learning curve you have to take before you can master this weirdo whammy. Unless you treat it just as such, a whammy. Then it's easy. What I tried to say in the last segment is, this is a pedal that you have to learn to play, just like a new music instrument. It is intuitive, but to make it work, especially as a bass player, means you will have to sit down, you will have to spend some time, and you have to, I'm sorry to say, but to practice. Yes, I know, sorry for mentioning the P word. So what is the Bixby pedal and what can it do? The coolest thing is of course that it's an actual physical Bixby tremolo mounted on a pedal. And it also does the same thing. It's a pitch shifting pedal, only with the difference that the pitch goes through the whole rotonal range and not just harmonizing intervals. But when you play this pedal, often it sounds more like a chorus than a pitch shifter. I mean something like that. When you learn what the chorus actually does to your signal, it becomes easier to understand why the Bixby can also produce these kind of sounds. It's very touch sensitive. If you step on it only a little bit, it creates this slight pitch shifting effect, which is basically the same as a chorus. If you put more body weight in, of course it does its pitch thing. The centerpiece is the Bixby arm shaped like an upside down L. There's a real spring, it's just like the real thing. No wait, it's the real thing. It's just not attached to your guitar strings. Instead there's a virtual digital guitar string, if you will, that tracks every little movement that's done with the pedal. And it goes both ways. This here is easy, but you can also step on here with your heel for pitches in the opposite direction. You can make the pedal, for example, make an octave go up in this direction and an octave go down in this direction. Or you can have it the other way around, or a different interval. The controls are seamlessly integrated in this already iconic design. These three wheels on top give you access to 6 different parameters. When the lights are white, we got rate, blend and depth. If you press the little button on the left, the lights turn red, and then we have additional controls for detune, tone and pitch. On the back we have our little in and output, a little invert switch that decides which direction the pedal goes up or down. We have a MIDI input, the pedal comes with an adapter cable, and finally we have an output for an expression pedal or an extra foot switch. fully chaotic pedal. I'm sure if you put your time in and you learn how to use this properly, this can be an amazing addition to your pedal board. For the average bass player, probably not so much. There are much more convenient pedals out there that always hit the right pitch and cost only half as much. This is more for the adventurous type, those seeking for new kinds of inspiration to create new music. And it's a great sounding octave. We really should have recorded an example with the lower octave and no messing around. And also the upper octave, I think it's the most substantial sounding one I've ever heard. Game Changer famously builds pedals that are pretty much the definition of out of the box. And they do it at an incredible level of quality, not just the parts and the construction, definitely also for the sound. After all, this is a digital pedal. With the spring and the tremolo bar, it's easy to forget this is basically a retro-looking mini computer that messes with your pitch when you step on it. That's why you will never notice this isn't actually just a tremolo arm messing with your pitch as they do on guitars. Thank you so much, Game Changer, for creating this pedal. I mean, who else would even put the time in to create something like this? Who would even have the courage to call up Bixby and pitch such a project? No one. There are reasons why they're called Game Changer, and they're all the right reasons. If you want to check it out, I've linked some Game Changer dealers in the video description below and their website if you want to learn some more. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching and see you again in a few days back here on Bass the World. Bye bye. Bass the World.